Oh, nobody panic.
But I just got some new heat.
Whoa! What we got today, man? New Babyliss trimmers, SilverFX with the 360 view, BabylissPro trimmers, and today we're about to do a thorough unboxing and a full review of these brand new clippers, man. Right now, as y'all can see, like I just showed y'all the front of the box, back of the box is as follows. This is what it looks like on the back. It's got all the specs, all the graphite blade is what it comes with right now, the graphite 2.0, full metal housing, so on and so forth, all the way to the blade type right down there at the bottom. And this is what we rocking, man. The graphite deep tooth millimeter, 2mm T-blade. So let's go ahead and bust this baby open and see what we got in here, man. So of course the clippers. Man, funny story, like I wasn't even about to get no new clippers. Like I was fine with the ones I had already. But for Christmas, shout out to my dad if you're watching this, because I know my dad watched these videos too. He was like, you ever had some cordless clippers? I was like, nah. I've had cords for the longest. Thought about cordless, kind of considered it,
but never really actually dove into it.
We went to the store, we went to Sally's, man. I did some research. Tried to find the hardest hidden trimmers, as you can see by the title, man. And we're gonna test these today to see if they really stand on what they, stand up to all the hype, bro. This was the box that the clippers came in. It had a little cardboard box behind that. We opened that up. Let's see what we got in there for us. Additional blade cushion is what they calling this right here. The additional blade cushion, not sure what that is. We got the charger for the cord or for the trimmer itself. Of course, we got the package. We got the BabylissPro instruction booklet right here. A little barberology sticker on the inside. Not bad. I might throw that on one of the clippers or something. I don't know. So we got the blade guard. Very useful. I will be using this on this type of clippers. I never really cared to throw the blade guard on there too heavy on my previous clippers, but they ain't been the top quality as this clipper or as expensive. So man, take care of your blades, keep them oiled, and put them blade guards on if you're getting some new clippers. Comes with a screwdriver for the top screws right here on the back of the blade, on the top blade. BabylissPro lubrication oil. And this is empty, actually. I don't know what they're doing over there at BabylissPro, sending empty lubrication bottles. But somebody at Babyliss got to talk to me about that, bro. Because I don't know who packing these bottles with empty lubrication oils. I don't know how you expect me to keep my $200 clippers lubricated with this. I need to talk to somebody up there. One of the most important things we got in here as well, this is the zero guard tool, along with the screwdriver. Right here, just pop that thing out right there. Boom. And usually what you would do with this zero guard tool, you throw this right on there on the back, and then you get those blades zero gap. I said zero guard, I meant to say zero gap. A little bit about this BabylissPro, if you don't know anything about this clipper, if you haven't heard about it, a little insight. So this particular Babyliss clipper, they got the gold one, they got the black one, they got the rose gold, and they got the silver. So this one right here came equipped with the graphite deep tooth T-blade. And the good thing about the graphite deep tooth T-blade is basically an all-in-one clipper, is universal. So it has deep tooth, and the deep tooth basically it can cut through the bulk when you're trying to remove a lot of that bulk. It's good for doing that because it has those deep teeth and let more hair in. Also, you can use it on all textures of hair, especially coarse hair. Another good thing about these blades, they come with the 360 view, or the skeleton as some people call it, which basically you see how the blade is up like this? You can see all the way around the blade, and it's not embedded in like a full neck. I'll show you a picture right here of a blade that's not 360 view so you can see the difference. But that also helps and make it easier so you can zero gap it. Get those blades with the crispy lineups and whatnot. I keep saying zero gap. If anybody out there, if any of y'all don't know what a zero gap is, zero gapping your blades is when you take the bottom blade, you put that blade up just a little bit. You don't want to put the blade that moves on the bottom perfectly even with the top, otherwise it'll it'll get too sharp and it'll cut you. So when you zero gap it, you have it just a hair under, literally probably about the thickness of one hair. And when you do that, it'll help you get lineups better, quicker, and sharper. Because when you have a little gap under there, the blades don't hit quite as hard. But yeah, the trimmers become sharper when you do that. So, you know, you gotta be careful with that, man. Be careful, because you can definitely cut your neck up. That's a really thin part. And also, there's less room for error because those blades are hitting a little bit harder, so you don't have to go over and over again. So make sure y'all taking y'all time if you do decide to zero gap. I believe you can do this with any blades, clippers, or trimmers, and they really enhance the quality and the efficiency of the clipper. But just be careful when you're doing it. So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and zero gap these bad boys, and I'm gonna get back to y'all for the test part of this video. Let's get it, huh? After 3 years on and off trying and trying again, I finally got these clippers zero gap to what I think is decent. Here's what it look like. I don't know if you guys can see on here. You probably can't, but this clipper is ever so slightly even with the top and the bottom, but it's still zero gap as close as possible without being completely flush. So there you go, man. Let's get to the bathroom. Let's go ahead and test this thing out, man. Enough wasting time. Let's get to it. Ooh. Dang, I just tapped it, bro. These clippers is hitting, man. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think my lineup is fully prepared for this. I ain't fully prepared for this. Alright, already, that's just a little sneak peek, man. Y'all see how much I got the little angle right there? I never got my left side crispy in my life. Any clipper would never do it for me. What can you say? It does its job and it does it well. Let's hop back into the studio setting. Also, man, another thing that I felt like I wanted to touch on is I only self-cut. So if you self-cut, you don't necessarily need a trimmer this expensive. This trimmer right here was almost $200, and it's a very expensive piece of equipment. Now, it is very high quality, but I suggest 2 things when you're starting off and you want to do self-cut. You need a moderate caliber clipper, something that's better than what you find at Walmart, but not something as expensive necessarily as that. Something right in the middle. Preferably like $60 to $100 range will get you a decent clipper. That's a decent budget for a decent set of clippers. The second thing that you need is you're gonna need your trifold mirror. I didn't realize how important this was until I started using one. I would never go back to the handheld and mirror, looking in the other mirror. Never doing that again. Once you get the trifold mirror, bro, you can't go back, man. Do that. Get those 2 things. It'll up your cut game for the rest of forever, as long as you want to cut. As far as my review on the clipper, y'all saw what it did, man. Y'all saw how crispy that line came out, but I ain't gonna say too much for now because I don't want to give this clipper too much hype, too much credibility. I haven't used it for a long time yet, so eventually I'll make a part 2 on this covering how this clipper stands up over time, maybe in the next 3 or 4 months. After I put some wear and tear on it, get a few cuts in, really break it in. But low key, man, if you a barber or you somebody that does self-cut and you looking for something like a certified heavy hitter to up your game, this clipper definitely has that in the bag, man. You might want to add that to your cart on Amazon right now. I'm gonna throw the link in your bio. If you really want a heavy hitter, this is valid. I ain't gonna hype it up too much because I know this clipper is already hyped and I really hadn't got a few cuts in, but I'm gonna give me a little fade, I'm gonna give me a little cut in after this video. And I'm gonna let y'all know what's up, man. But anyways, that about wraps it up right now. If it's anything that I haven't touched on so far in any of these videos that you want to see me talk about, man, definitely leave that in the comments. As for that, thank y'all for tuning in. Catch me later in the next video. D-Chose, we gone.